Welcome to episode 502, ZhangXin 10 Lessons. This is an outline of episode 502, lesson 1 to lesson 5. This is an outline of episode 502, lesson 6 to lesson 10. Lesson number 1, she is the queen of modern architecture. She built some of the most iconic buildings in Beijing and Shanghai.
Have seen high-rise buildings mainly go for the height, higher and higher and higher. But to have this imaginative design for high-rise is really the great result of Zaha Hadid and her team's imagination.
It's not just one building, one side with 3 different things, but actually there was a cohesion about the design. They are slightly different, but they read as one entity. And I think that's also very exciting.
Lesson number 2, Revenge of the Intellectuals.
My parents were university graduates.
Oh boy, they were in trouble.
They were sent to the countryside. I spent years in the countryside as part of the re-education camp.
But call it the revenge of the running dogs. Their children are today the country's leading capitalists.
Lesson number 3, Be fearless.
I always see myself as fearless. The great joy of being a developer is to really see the whole spectrum of how...
Lesson number 4, Never look back. She was most famous for the 4-day decision to marry Pan in Beijing. She said she followed her heart and she never looks back. Lesson number 5, work 5 years as teenager to save money for education.
When I went to Hong Kong, I was 15, and then I ended up working in factories for 5 years.
Lesson number 6, no dream but escape.
Doing that.
So this is how you spent your teenage years?
5 years doing that.
5 years. So do you look upon that as lost years?
I knew that's not a life I wanted to have.
Did you have a dream?
No. I wanted to just escape.
Out of here. Right.
Lesson number 7, she supports religion and democracy. At age 45, she converted to Baha'i faith, and now she has over 10 million followers on Weibo.
But it was also interesting to see how, as you and I, exchanged that, many of the students are first time witnessing so closely democracy, and the idea of the candidate you support can lose is unusual.
Lesson number 8, her plan A was to be a peasant.
Growing up in China during Cultural Revolution, I wanted to be a peasant. That's what we were all taught. The glorified job is to be a peasant.
Lesson number 9, do what you love.
I always tell my sons that you should do the things that you want to do in life. And don't worry about what other people expect you to do. They might expect you to be a great businessman, to be this and that. But if you want to be a soccer player, go ahead to do that. If you want to be an artist, go ahead to do that. You would only do the best if you want to do it so badly. And that, I think, was the guiding principle for my life.
Lesson number 10, the secret of success is education.
About building in a new place. I also want to share part of my experience with younger people. I always felt that if I look back my life, what was the single most important factor that transformed my life? And that was education. I knew that I could get into good college. I did not know how am I going to pay. In my undergraduate college at Sussex and graduate studies at Cambridge, I was under financial aid. And so there was somebody else's generosity helped me along the way. We came with the idea of Soho Scholarship.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your comments and questions below. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.